Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am happy that you are here with me for this reading on Insight for Love. Please know it is timeless, so whenever you have clicked on it to watch or listen, it is meant for you at that point in your journey. Throughout the reading, if there's any information that does not connect with you or your situation, please feel free to let that go. And if there are messages that do resonate and connect with you, I would encourage you to keep your mind and heart open to hearing them, as well as continuing to process those messages after the video is completed. Before we look at our cards, let's focus on our breathing. And as you inhale and exhale, allow your body to feel centered in the position you have chosen. And as you inhale and exhale, release any tightness or stress that you feel throughout your body. As you're breathing, let go of any busyness or heaviness that may be on your mind and in your heart, so that you may be open to hear and receive. And as you inhale and exhale, you can ask Source if there are any signs or symbols for you to see. And let's begin. I'll be using two different decks today. If you're interested in either one of them, the information is listed in the description box below. We're going to start off with our tarot cards. And the first one is 10 of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Page of Swords. Strength, number 8, which is Major Arcana. Four of Wands. King of Swords. Cards are moving. They want to be read. And our last tarot is number 7, the Chariot. Another Major Arcana. So we have two Major Arcana, friends. One in the middle of the reading and one at the end. So it'll be interesting to see what messages come through, what's confirmed, affirmed. When I have two or more Major Arcana in a reading, it is indication that those messages and the reading itself has a level of intensity, action, a need for attention to it. So let's get started with our 10 of Pentacles. And with 10 of Pentacles, it's definitely that family piece, friendship, connection, affection being shown, and stability. When I think of the bees, they're definitely hard workers, cooperation. So in love right now, and again, in my readings, when I say relationships and love, it can be platonic, romantic, or family relationships. So when I look at those bees, they're definitely having to cooperate with each other. They work together for the good of the hive and for the queen so that she can survive. And then therefore bees can be birthed and continue to survive. There's also that level of hard work. So right now, what I'm sensing is maybe in your relationships or relationship, you are having to put in a little bit of hard work. You are having to have a level of cooperation that maybe you haven't had to before, or to this level of intensity. And when I think of the bees, they don't quit. They continue working. They continue looking for food, their life source. What I'm sensing is there is a need for you to continue to do that. And it can come through that connection, showing affection, really ensuring that you are being a stable partner, a stable friend, family member, meaning you are looking at your emotions and keeping them in check, per se. Really looking at, are you balanced before you enter into a conversation? Meaning, are you leading with your heart, or are you leading with emotions, anger, rage? So that 10 of Pentacles, definitely with those bees for this reading, is encouraging that need to cooperate, that need through connection and affection, and really keeping our emotions in check will provide that solution, resolution, and health to the relationship, and continued health for the relationship. Next, we have the Five of Wands, and we have a beaver, ocean, there's some sticks. Looks like maybe transitioning to the night sky with the sun up in the upper left corner, kind of low in the sky. So with the Five of Wands, it could be, again, kind of going back to the 10 of Pentacles. There may be a little bit of tension right now, and some may have conflict in their relationships right now. What I'm receiving, again, with the beaver and the bees, they are in motion. They are active. They are building their protection. They are using the resources around them. So if you have tension in your relationship, if you have conflict in your relationship, there are options. I'm sensing there are numerous resources around you, whether it's professional, whether it's through a spiritual means, whether it's through other friends, other connections, to gain advice, healthy advice and wisdom, strategies I'm sensing as well, to resolve this tension, to resolve the conflict. And I'm sensing to make the best decisions for you. I mean, there's a single beaver on this illustration of the Five of Wands. So that's standing out for me, that making those decisions for your higher good, for your higher self. And again, that's not in an ego way. It's so that you can live your fullest life. You can use those gifts and abilities and fulfill your purpose that you were given. So I'm also receiving, when I see in this illustration with the Five of Wands kind of all along the water, that don't limit your options. So if you are with that water being kind of in turmoil, if you are kind of in conflict, maybe I'm sensing in your own mind, if this person is who you are to be with. If you're early on in the dating realm, maybe you have several people you're speaking to. If this one person that you are being drawn to is the best for you, I'm sensing you might want to look a little bit further. There's some, with the waves, there's some rockiness that may be underneath the tide, I'm sensing. And I wouldn't limit your options. Definitely coming through. with this illustration of the Five of Wands. Next, we have the Page of Swords. And you can see the moon is in transition up top as well. So with the Page of Swords, you know, our pages are messengers. They are communicators in the tarot. So there may be a need for communication in your relationship. Maybe a need for communication if you are dating. I'm receiving if someone is not one who communicates with you, then that needs to be taken into consideration. My eyes being drawn back to that transition of the moon. You know, a change may be needed. What is for your higher good? Coming back to the Five of Wands. Also with the Page of Swords, you know, taking that chance. Maybe your heart is saying, take the chance, you know, or jump back into the dating world. Or even in friendship. Maybe it's someone new that's coming into your life and you aren't sure, well, I don't know, they're not really my type, but they do have this magnetic pull to them. Take the chance, get to know them. Each person has something to give, even if they aren't, you know, your go-to person or your initial quote type, even though stereotypes I don't care for. So, but what I'm receiving is definitely take that chance. This person has something to give you that's of value, that will allow both of you to connect on a deeper and interesting way. I'm sensing fun. You know, differences are a wonderful thing. We can learn so much from each other. You know, again, with that communication piece. And then also with the Page of Swords, really is one too of that with the sword, really speaking that truth. Speaking truth, making sure there's honesty when we communicate. And I believe this is a form of a ferret or a weasel. So, you know, I'm sensing be careful. You know, the animal has their foot on the sword, kind of suppressing it in this illustration. So is there someone being elusive in communication, whether it's an ongoing relationship or new, you know, dating, you're seeing multiple people? Are they being elusive? Are they being sly? Is there a need to see what is in your best interest? Is there a need to communicate to really get to the bottom of, is this person one that I should invest my time in, my continual time and effort into? Next, we have Strength. Definitely an interesting illustration of strength in this tarot deck. You can see the heart, the human heart is right in the middle of the snake and the mouse here. You know, the moon or the sun setting in the background, the poppies, beautiful clouds, starry night. So with Strength, it definitely is one of that inner confidence, inner power, inner courage. Again, I'm sensing taking that chance as well. And I'm being drawn back to the message that came through with the Page of Swords, opposites. You know, normally the snake is eating the mouse. They're predator and prey. But you can see it's almost like this magical dance under the moon. You know, this, or the sun setting. So take that chance, get to know that individual, that person. You know, again, with the heart in the middle of the two, this is confirming the message that came through the Page of Swords. There's beauty in getting to know someone who may not be our initial go-to or, quote, our type. Even if it's just platonic, our heart can thrive in getting to know that person and learning from that individual. You know, that healthy give and take. I'm, again, sensing that fun piece. It's healthy for our heart. It's healthy for our soul and our spirit. So also with strength, there is that sense of passion that can come through in a relationship, a sense of desire that can come through, again, with that kind of balance, that dance under the moonlight here is indicated, again, with the heart in the middle. There is, I'm really receiving, there is an opportunity for fun, adventure, deep connection. Maybe you presented a question at the outset of a particular individual, and if it's for your good, they're good. For your higher good, they're higher good. This card here is definitely confirming that there is a deeper connection that awaits you, if you're willing to kind of step out and take that beautiful dance under the moonlight. And really receive that beauty and give beauty to this connection. It's worth your time is what I'm receiving as well. Next we have the Four of Wands. These cards are very slippery. So with the Four of Wands, it definitely could be a reunion. It could represent an engagement or a wedding. Celebration, stability. So this is a beautiful card, friends. If you are questioning or asking if that is in your timeline, if it's in your future, this card could indicate that, definitely. It may be someone coming back into your life. And when I receive that message, there's also a statement to be added with that. Be sure that if an individual comes back into your life, that there is that reunion, that it goes back to the Five of Wands, that it is for your best. It is for your higher good. So with the Four of Wands, continue receiving love from the universe, higher power, source. Continue to keep your heart open. Manifest that. If you are in a relationship, it could indicate that that engagement, a wedding, could be down the road for you. Celebration for that. With the Crow, it could also represent change. So I'm receiving that it is confirmation of the messages that have come through. In that, if the relationship you're in, friendship, romantic, is not for your higher good, again, not ego, then there's consideration here. Because what we want is this beautiful yin and yang I'm receiving as well. We want the dance of love. We deserve it, and so does the other individual. So there's change that needs to be considered if you are answering, no, this relationship isn't that. It's not really leading to that. So there's consideration. Next is King of Swords. And with swords itself, again, confirmation, clarity, mental clarity with the King of Swords. Definitely using that intuition, finding truth, seeking truth, giving truth, not withholding information. There's the crown on the owl's head. So honesty, nobility, using our crown chakra, which is our spiritual chakra, our intuition, insight and wisdom that we have. It's represented through the owl as well. So do you have clarity in this relationship? Is there a need for clarity in this relationship? Also, do you need to think through the options? Do you need to think through what resources are needed for this relationship to move forward in a healthy manner? Or continue to move forward in a healthy manner? Doesn't always have to be more on the shadow side. With the King of Swords, you know, with the owl, there could be change coming as well. And interesting, it's right behind the Four of Wands. So the owls are most active at night. So with the change of day to night, there could be a change in your relationship, a change that's needed or a change that is coming. And with both messages back to back, there's emphasis on that. Next, we have the Chariot. And with the Chariot, it is definitely one of movement, progress, active movement, accomplishment. So with the Chariot, when we think of insight to love, it could be that you are overcoming some conflict, that you may be coming through to the end of tension, of conflict. So continue to do so. Continue to self-reflect. Continue to heal. Continue to grow through that conflict. And it can be an indicator that your relationship will move in a positive direction. If you're in a new relationship, or if you have been with your partner for a while, that it will continue to move in a positive direction. With the Chariot as well, there is that representation of strength, and strength here is in the middle of our reading. So is there a need to support the other individual in this relationship? Is there a need to communicate more openly with this individual? With the Chariot definitely being one of action. Definitely receiving that will benefit the love that you have to give, and the love, potential love, that it's there for you to receive, to be given to you, to be shared with you. That beautiful dance under the moonlight, again, being drawn back to that. And with the Chariot being in our reading so far of the tarot, but being the last one in the tarot section, it's definitely one of action, friends. So whatever message came through that's connected with you, that needed attention, that needed focus, that needed insight, the Chariot's here confirming it's time. Progress forward. Do what is right for you and your higher good. Because there's strength, you have the strength to do so, and there's resources to support you in that. And with the Wolverine too, you know, with the two different colors here, it's representing too, with mainly the darker color, that there may be shadow work that you need to do, inner work that you need to do in order for that action to fully take place, in order for that momentum to move you forward to occur. So have that strength, have that courage to do so. And for our oracle cards, the first one is number 33. Let your personality shine. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. Beautiful, friends. So definitely let your personality shine. If you are in a relationship and you feel like that has kind of fallen by the wayside, find what gives you that passion, what energizes you. Maybe it's your inner child just kind of letting loose and having some good, healthy fun. Do that. let your personality shine. I'm really drawn to the light, the illumination of the jellyfish that are on here. It's calling you. Your heart is calling you to allow your personality to shine. It's for the good and the health of your relationship, friendship. And you have something that no one else has. You are you. You are unique. There is no duplicate of you. Your heart, I'm really sensing, is calling you to let the real you out. Be authentic. Be that fun, loving side that maybe you hold back. That maybe you're afraid to let out. Don't worry about what other people say and other people think. If you are having fun in a healthy way and it's providing a positive energy, it's encouraging others, you know, there's laughter, do not worry what other people are going to say. Let them have their own attitude. Because you have something that no one else has. And it says, stop comparing yourself to others. Stop. If you're comparing yourself to your partner's ex, your partner's latest person, stop. It says stop comparing yourself. You are amazing. You're wonderful. You have something that no one else has. So embrace it and allow your uniqueness to shine through. Next, number 41, we have convey your meaning. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. Wow, friends, that's confirmation of the messages that were coming through. With the need to communicate, with the need to be honest, with the need to find what it is to restore and our relationships, to let go of that tension, to be honest, convey your meaning, allow your ego to be put aside, move forward with love, let your defenses down, and speak what is on your heart. Reflect, it says. So reflect first, gather your thoughts, make sure your heart is moving forward in love. And it says with respect and sincerity. So I'm definitely sensing. And it's interesting because I see the eel, you know, I'm really receiving that electrical shock. So maybe your relationship needs a little bit of zapping through communication to ignite it again, to provide that energy, that freeness, to float along and just enjoy the ocean again. Allow that. Interesting that it's right by this message too that came through. And last we have number 17, safe and surrounded by love. Keep your heart open and know you are being protected. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. Beautiful message with the dolphins as well. So you are surrounded by love. You have love to give as well. So keep your heart open, as it says. Keep your heart open for that love. You are protected by the angels, source, universe, higher power, guides, what it is that you connect with. You are protected. And that last part too is beautiful on this card. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. So receive that love, friends. Keep your heart open. Allow that beautiful dance under the moonlight. I'm definitely drawn back to that message that came. It's through the middle. It's in the middle of our reading. You're surrounded by love. It's there for you to receive. It's there for you to give. So if you need to communicate, do so. If you need to show affection and connect on a deeper level, do so. If you need to take a chance, do it. Get to know that other individual. If you need to have that passion and desire, do so. If right now you're saying, but I just don't have it, I just don't, then first find what energizes you. What causes that passion just to be ignited again on the inside of you? Because when it inflamed inside of us per se, when it's on fire inside of us, it will flow freely through us. And it can have such a healing power for relationships as well. If you need that mental clarity coming back, if you need that wisdom, gain that. If you need to trust your intuition more, if you need to do the shadow work, do that as well. The intensity of this reading has been strong, friends. So the message is what connects with you. Definitely take heed, consider them, continue to process them as well. And in the reading too, we had 2 number 5s. And so with that number 5, it is change. So there may be some change that is coming, or change that you're currently going through. It can also represent conflict. So that could be confirmation of if you are going through that, continue to move forward. Continue to heal you. Continue to seek that wisdom, advice, use resources around you to allow that relationship or situation to heal. Also keeping that open mind. I'm drawn back to the owl. If you need a new perspective, open your heart and mind to that. You know, we have several moons here. Could be shadow work, or with the sun, with the light, receiving new information, a new perspective, a fresh perspective, a shock as well, to allow love to grow, be passionate again, to connect, to be able to receive and give love, to manifest that love that our heart longs for. There's also 2 number 8s that came through. That is overcoming. 8s can represent that overcoming. If you lay the 8 on its side, it is the infinity symbol, you know, the cycles, ebbs and flow of life. So overcoming that inner strength as well. And it can represent prosperity, the number 8. So you have that here with the 4 of Wands. You have it with the 10 of Pentacles as well. You know, that engagement, wedding, deeper connection, celebration, and stability. So my friends, I hope this information has helped you, given you some insight into love. Hopefully it has connected with you. If there's information that hasn't, please feel free to let that go. As always, friends, light and love to you.